your poison. Talk to them about it. Welcome back to Marlborough, Massachusetts, where your Connecticut polar bears are taking on the Lady Kraken of a town that I don't know where they're from. There you go. Earlier today, if you were tuning in, polar bears resoundingly defeated 1494, 6-0. Our intrepid goalkeeper pitching a shutout. Abigail Peterson with a hat trick. We'll see what happens now. Unfortunately, I forgot my name sheet, so I'm going to do my best to remember everybody's names. Forgive me if I mess up your kiddos. Polar bears out of the starting gate managed to keep everything on the right side of the ice. Maurice sends that toward the net. That'll be picked up by 42. There's the first name I've yet to learn. Zarek harassing. One picks it up, sends it over to 42 again. Now come back. Maurice will pick it up, just loses it. Goalkeeper, smart. Sends it anyway. Up Maurice. Polar bears. Coming around, LaRoche in a foot race manages to keep it in the zone for a while. There you go. That looks good. Like seeing that out there. Rydell forward to 13. Takes a shot, blocked before it could reach the goalkeeper. 20 minutes in this 22-minute half remain. 20 minutes and 24 seconds if you want to be precise. Rydell dumps, delayed offside. On comes Gross, Penny, Peterson. Also out is Hodson. Rydell will come off. Let's see who comes out. That will be Maurice again. Peterson into the circle. Dodging, weaving, back pass to Gross. Shot. Peterson and Gross teammates in the previous season. A little familiarity. Peterson gets it to Penny, wins the faceoff. Peterson gets it back, tries to get it across the blue line. And then fighting for it, she has it and gets it across the blue line. She's got one, goes through the circle, looks for the pass. Tries to get it to Gross. Maurice through the circle, shot, hits Peterson in the chest. Gross was there, tries to send it off. Peterson fighting through the crease and Penny on the other side. Unceremoniously treated. Peterson has it, round one. I think she intended to keep it going, but it reaches Hodson. Hodson to Penny. Penny. Peterson gets hit in the helmet. We'll try this again. It's loose. Does it go in? No, it does not that time. Gross was thinking Peterson was there. And off comes that line. Out comes the next line. There we go. Sorry, didn't mean to leave the sentence hanging. Again, apologies. These are players with whom I'm unfamiliar. Shot, pass, and score. There we go. And apologies that I don't have the names. I feel terrible, but that's the way you open up the game. 18:34 remaining, and the Bears are up 1-0 over the Lady Kraken. Shot, save. 18-14 remaining in the first. Face off. Won by the Polar Bears. Pass. Shot. Save again by the keeper. Kraken managed to pick it up through the circle. Brianna White shakes off one player. We got a slight collision there between Maddie Bodden and whoever else was the other Kraken. Special thanks to my wife, who so generously is letting me use her phone so that I have a roster and can actually call names. Goaltender, by the way, is Lily Smallin. Peterson has it. To the cross center, to the circle. She got one behind her. Tries to sneak one in. I hear it clang off the goalpost. It's loose, but the whistle blows. So Peterson, Gross, and Penny. Out with Hodson and Demonsky. Peterson tries for shot, goes a little high, a little to the left. Back now, behind. Sends it. Back to the point. Demonsky. Back to Peterson. Peterson tries for a little drag around, gets it to Gross. Gross on the shot. Penny sends it on the backside, and then it ends up with Peterson. Peterson will try this again. A little drop pass for Demonsky. Intended for Gross. Gross on the shot. Smart cover by the goaltender. 16:36 remaining in the first. Peterson on the face-off. That time it'll be one. I think Peterson will win her own face-off. Manages to get it back to center. Gross will send it back this time to Maurice out as a defenseman. Loose puck. Peterson has it in the corner. Looking for somebody. Shakes one off. Gets it to Gross. Gross tried for the one-timer. Penny off the backside. Peterson now. Back to Penny. Penny through the corner. This time she shoots across, and that'll be Maurice who has it. Gross will cover at the point. Something is on the ice. I'm not sure what it is. Kaylin Wallfield now out. Through the center, into the slot. Covered. And that'll be an offside call. 15:38. Score still stands 1-0 in favor of the Polar Bears. Face off just outside the circle. Wallfield. A little twisting backhanded pass. Finds Boyle. Rydell. Demonsky. Boyle on the shot, just goes high. Beautiful form. Just a little too hot. Zarek. Digging it out of the corner. Tries to chip it up to Demonsky. Gets it to her. Demonsky wanted to get it to Boyle. Back to Zarek, top of the circle. Round the dot, shot. Keeper makes a stop. 14:56 remaining in the first. Wallfield on the back check. She loses her stick temporarily. That'll be Rydell. Shattering down below the goal line. Manages to get a hold player, if nothing else. Lots of bodies flying all over everywhere. Wallfield. Forward to Boyle. They've been out for a while. Boyle wanted to get it back over to Pizarnik. Hodson out, as is Maurice. The blue liners change. Bodden. Over to Hodson. Kraken, opportunistic, but it doesn't go in. Hodson tried to get it up to Murray. That's taken away. Pass through the center. Over to Bodden. Bodden will send that long. It'll probably come back as an icing. There's the whistle. 13:43 left in the first. I suppose I should move the camera back over here so that you can see what's going on the appropriate side of the ice. Crazy talk. LaRoche takes the face-off. Shot blocked by Maurice. She'll take it herself. Shakes one off. Looks like that was intended for Bodden. Back behind the goal line. That'll end up near Bodden. I'm not sure that was the plan, but that was the result. Bodden will send that below the goal line, accomplishing the change for the Blue Liners. Rydell. Gross will have it just across the blue line. Polar Bears retreat. Call. Looks like it's a hand pass. No, illegal contact. Who will it be on? That will be on Harper Murray. And first penalty of the game, 2-minute minor. Happens with 12:55 left to go in the first half. Apologies if I've been calling it a period. Again, just as a reminder, programming note, 22-minute halves, not 15-minute periods. Shot, save by Smallin. Back, Brianna White gets it forward to Peterson. Taken away momentarily. Back to White. White will send that long. That'll come over. Rydell. Peterson covers for her as she pinches. Peterson will send that up into the corner. Picked up by the Kraken below the goal line. Gross, stick lift, takes it away. Gets it over, intended for Peterson. Peterson on the shot, save. Rebound goes below the goal line. Ends up with Peterson, taken away by one of the Kraken. Offside. Just a bit offside. 12 minutes flat, 1 minute flat in the penalty remains. Praise from Coach Lloyd as the kids return to the bench. LaRoche on the face-off. Kraken, looks like they win that one. Demonsky has it. We'll send that long. There should not be an icing on that, and there isn't. Picked off by Bodden. LaRoche was there, wanted to make something of it, just moved off by one of the Kraken. LaRoche still. Bodden will send that back. Kraken, chip pass up the side. LaRoche from circle to circle. Bears have killed off the power play, almost managed to score on top of that. Demonsky moves it forward to LaRoche below the goal line. Looks like LaRoche intended a pass to get to Demonsky, but it was blocked. Demonsky will take it up on her own. LaRoche through the circles. Pizarnik there manages to take that away. To Boyle. Pizarnik, loose puck. Hodson to Demonsky. Forward to Wallfield. Shot high from Boyle. Again, not lacking for power, that one. Pizarnik, White. Tried for a pass to Boyle, that'll go long. Maurice. Curl, but she's got two on her. Tied up below the goal line. White covers. Helps out the goalkeeper off to Pizarnik. Pizarnik finds an open Boyle. Boyle hits Wallfield. Wallfield's got speed and power in hands. And it goes in. Wallfield on a pretty highlight reel goal. 2-0 for the Polar Bears. Good shot, a fortunate bounce. We'll take it. Still pretty. Shot into the glove. Kraken managed to clear it. White will chase it down. White pass finds Peterson for a moment, bounces off her stick. Shot ends up with Peterson. Peterson will move it up toward Penny, but Penny is slightly overtrodden. Peterson takes it away. Interesting passing sequence. Gets it to Gross. Gross across the blue line. Shot, clang. Penny will take it, tries to shoot it from below the goal line. Gross to Rydell. Rydell on the shot, that goes high. Peterson there trying to screen the goalkeeper at that time. Dumansky now below. Pass intended for the center. Penny getting tied up. She's not one to take that. Gross will feed it up to Peterson. Peterson, patient. Finds Penny. Clang. Back to Rydell. Point to point. Dumansky. Gross wanted a tip in for that. Didn't quite get it. Dumansky. Murray out. She has that. Looks like we're going to have a penalty coming up for the Kraken. The question is, what is it? Cross-check. Yes, cross-check. Kraken win the face-off. Boyle. White as the defenseman. Finds Boyle, goes between your feet. Wallfield will tie it up in the corner. Boyle, backhanded pass intended for Pizarnik. Maurice. Cross to White. Glances off White's stick. White will retreat, gain some space and time. Sends it forward to Boyle. Beautiful tape-to-tape pass. Boyle. Back to Maurice. Maurice will shoot that. That gets tied up in somebody. Wallfield wanted it. Didn't get it that time. Maurice. Wallfield just crossed a little too early. .6:37 remaining in the first half. Polar, of course, leading 2-0. LaRoche taking the face off. She's out with Harper Murray and Madison Bodden, Nora Dumansky, and June Hodson as the blue liner. Hodson into the Bodden on the long pass toward to Dumansky. Dumansky protecting the puck. Hodson manages to shake off one. Shot goes up and over. I think it hit the goalkeeper, so it should count as one on goal. Bodden manages to keep that alive. Good. Reed and hustle in the play. LaRoche. Roche to Demonsky. 5 minutes 35, by the way, remaining. And that one will go long. Kraken in position. Goalkeeper makes the smart play and covers the puck. 5:25 remaining in the first. Good patience by the keeper. Peterson taking the face off. Gross finishes it for the win. Gross behind the goal line, looking for an outlet. Tries to get it to Rydell. That was picked off, but fortunately no damage done. Gross gets it back. Gross again will pick it off, ends up with Peterson. Peterson down behind the goal line, feeds it right to the center where Gross is. Shot blocked, actually saved. And that'll come back to the keeper. Off to the corner, Rydell and White. Rydell has the puck, passes it off to Brianna White. Brianna White curls, looks for an outlet, calls Rydell. White on the curl, looking for time. Finds Rydell. All 5 White players converging on one Kraken player. White to Gross. Gross up the left-hand side. Backhand around. Off to Hodson. Hodson through the circle. Just gets off the stick. Maurice finds Gross. Gross sends that long, buys time for the change. Pizarnik off like a rocket. Wallfield. From Boyle to Maurice. Maurice sends that long, bounce off the goalkeeper. Pizarnik to Boyle. And we have, not sure what the call is. I think that's going to be, yes, it's going to be on Caitlin. Oh, no, coincidentals. High sticking. All right, so the coincidental penalties result in the 5-on-5. So, no harm, no foul. Ironically, 27 and 72 were the numbers in the boxes for the both teams. Palindromic situation. There you go. 72 and 27. I don't know if you can see it. So probably will be 2 and a whistle before they're out. That'll be a tripping, plain as day. Coach Lloyd calls for the keeper. Extra attacker out. It's Madison Bodden, but only for the moment. So that will result in a 5-on-4. Question is who gets called for the trip. LaRoche. Forward to Boyle, intended for LaRoche. White. Boyle, LaRoche. LaRoche manages to keep it in the end. Over the middle, across the blue, through the logo. Pass to Boyle. Goes just off to the right. White. Covered by Pizarnik at the point. White. Looking for Boyle. Maurice. It ends up with Pizarnik. Polar Bears just have to back off. Pizarnik will come in through the dot directly. I think she was hoping to turn the corner. Didn't happen that time. 2 minutes flat with 1 minute remaining in the power play for the Polar Bears. Gross. Sorry, that wasn't Gross. That was Rydell. Ends up back with her after the shot. Shot goes in 4. Dakota Boyle. That puts the Polar Bears up 3. Ends the power play with 1:48 left. So we'll have a different set. Peterson out with Bodden and Murray. Murray back to Rydell, immediately over to Demonsky. Demonsky will have it. Pass just a little hot for Murray. And we have another penalty coming up. That'll be Harper Murray. I think it was an interference call. Peterson, Bodden, Demonsky, Rydell. I think that'll be a face-off win for the Polar Bears. Peterson will chase it. Peterson will send that long. Remember, at this level, new USA hockey rules, you can ice the puck at the 16U and older level when you're shorthanded. Which is how God intended it, but, you know, what do I know? Peterson blocks the pass. Rydell finishes the job, picks it off. 39 seconds. Rydell. Looks like it was intended to be a drop pass. Rydell. Peterson deep into the corner. Looks for a pass intended for Pinney. Gets to her, and then, you know, people get in the way. It is what it is. 3, 2, 1. And that will end the period. There will be 45 seconds of a power play in favor of the Kraken as we begin the second half. See you back in a moment. Welcome back to the second half. Polar Bears still in the lead, 3-0. Kraken, find a pass. Get it across center. Get it across blue, though tied up in an official. Again, Polar Bears kill off another power play. Murray comes out of the box. Ooh, dangerous little sequence in front of the keeper. But White comes up with it, clears it out, sends it over to Murray. Sends it up to Boyle. Boyle, and pass intended for White. Not that time. Wallfield to Boyle. Back to Wallfield on the one-timer attempt. Pizarnik, backhanded pass to Boyle. Pass to the center, probably intended for Wallfield. Back, Pizarnik. Backhanded pass to Demonsky. Boyle. Toss intended for Wallfield. Wallfield chases it, gets it, through the circle to Boyle. Back to Pizarnik. Demonsky will chase that down. Has it behind the goal. Long pass, hits Boyle. Boyle to Wallfield. Again, Wallfield dangerous when she's got control. Boyle. Pizarnik. Hodson keeps that in the zone. Peterson, Penny, and Gross. Sounds like a law firm. Gross wanted to pass, probably intended for Peterson. Either way, takes a shot, bounces off the goalkeeper. Penny has it. Gets it to Peterson. Peterson will have it behind the net. People waiting on her decision. Feeds it to Gross. Gets it back. Gives it to Penny. Penny, low angle shot. Into the glove and down to the ice. Interesting choice. Penny. Shot. Ends up with Peterson. Peterson dances it around one. Tries to get it. I think that was intended for Rydell in the long corner. Ends up with Penny. Peterson on the tip. Probably should have left it alone. That's okay. Gross to Rydell. Rydell to Gross. Gross, long, low, left. Penny. Peterson has it. Peterson gets it to Penny, little fancy Dan. Gross to White. Beautiful passing sequences. White to Rydell. Penny. We'll get that back to Peterson. Peterson. To Rydell. Over to White. White shot low. Covered almost loose. Peterson went in for it. A swarm of Kraken. Ooh, big collision. Looks like everybody's okay, though frustrated. The important thing is everybody's safe. 17:35. Off the pads. Bodden was there. Maurice. Had it. Gets it to Hodson. That'll come back. Lots of collisions. Smolin makes a stop. 16:46. Polar Bears still up by 3. Demonsky. Forward to Wallfield. Little touch pass. Picked off. 16:35. Offside. Wallfield will take face-off duties. That'll be won by the Kraken. Demonsky. Boyle. Pizarnik. Pizarnik. Aggressive. Gets it to Boyle. Demonsky recognizes the opportunity, pinches, manages to keep the puck in the zone. Puck will go loose. Rydell to Wallfield. That'll be Wallfield again. She's got nobody in front of her. Takes the shot, save. Pizarnik takes the shot, save again. Goaltender putting on the clinic right now. Pizarnik. Murray, gross. Wanted that as a one-timer. Didn't quite work the way she intended. Goes into the corner. White ends up with it. To Murray. Through the circle, poked away by the Kraken. Less than 15 to go. Gross. White. White, long pass to Murray. Maurice. Intended for White, almost picked off. White still maintains control. White to Pizarnik, to Gross. Gross on the shot, goes off to the right. Pizarnik tries for the wraparound. Gross. Hodson, intended for Pinney, a little hot. Peterson out now, line change is complete. 14:05, Peterson on the curl. Looks around, tries to get a pass to Gross, and somehow it sneaks in. Peterson makes it 4 with 13:57 to go in the second. Who cares? Ugly goals are still goals. This is a time when I wish I had my instant replay, right? I'd love to go back and see what happened to make that possible. Peterson winning. Nope. Never mind. Kraken win that face-off for the moment. Peterson will take it back. Looks for the pass. A little too hot. Hodson to the goal line. Whoa. Pass to the center off of somebody's skates. Penny. Gets it over to Peterson. He wanted a little toe drag, didn't quite get it that time. Still goes into the corner, fights off a couple. Gross, back to Rydell. Rydell across to Demonsky. Demonsky fires, almost goes in that time too. Penny takes a shot. Penny again. Gross wins the day. Gross calls her number. Goes high into the left. That's okay. Peterson picks it up. To Rydell. Rydell dances through a couple, through the circle. Curls around. Finds Bodden. Bodden, oh, almost keeps it. That'll be LaRoche. LaRoche. Bodden will chase that. Rydell forward to LaRoche. LaRoche through the circle. Poked away. LaRoche gets sent into the corner. Taken down. No hand on that. All right, that's fine. Rydell. That'll go up and over. Gloved down by the keeper. LaRoche. Long pass. Ends up with Murray. Murray. Sorry. That wasn't Murray. That was Boyle. Ended up with Murray. Back to Boyle. Little scramble in front of the net. People fall down on the ice. LaRoche in the corner. Kraken takes taken away by White. Out comes Wallfield. White around the circle below the goal line. Shot hard. Doesn't go in. Wanted it to. That'd be Wallfield. She'll be upset that that one was denied her. Eric Wallfield through the circle manages to kick it, keep it under control. Comes back to center ice. Ooh, getting a little chippy now. That'll be a cross-checking call. At least it should be. There it is. Yeah, cross-checking. 10:15 left in the second. Polar Bears up by 4. Wallfield. That'll be Maurice. Ends up back with Boyle after a little exchange. Shot by Hodson. Ends up in the corner. Back to Maurice. Maurice. Looks to Boyle. Boyle to Hodson. Backhand from Pazeric. 5-hole. 5-0 for the Polar Bears. That one at 9:32 left in the game. Peterson on the faceoff, out with her normal set, at least over the 2 games. Fights through, wins the faceoff for herself, almost gets tripped for a trouble, sent hard into the boards. That will be a penalty. Looks like we've got some extracurriculars. Okay, she's smiling, so, you know, no harm, no foul. Well, actually, it's going to be a foul. Gross will go to the box for retaliation of some sort. And since it's all coincidental, it'll end up 5-on-5. So Warfield will take the face-off. Peterson out with Penny. Back to Rydell. Rydell. Peterson. Peterson back to Rydell. Oh, just off the stick. Rydell manages to keep it. Ends up with Peterson at the goal line. Letting Peterson walk around. Okay. Backhanded pass to Demonsky. Demonsky. Call from Rydell. Blocked. A little miscommunication between three players there. Rydell. Oh, intended for Warfield. I think Warfield expected it one way, it went the other. 7:22. Rydell. Shot blockered down to the ice. Boyle back to Demonsky. Demonsky. To Murray. Rydell. Forward. Ends up with Murray. Then to Bodden. White. Energy just takes it across the blue line. LaRoche from Maurice, by the way. LaRoche dancing around, takes a shot, goes a little wide. 6:28. Bodden. Murray. And it goes in! Harper Murray gets the sixth for the Polar Bears with 6 minutes to go, and the clock will continue to run now that there's a 6-goal differential. Murray collects her accolades. Goalie makes the save. Smollett. White gets it to LaRoche. LaRoche will move it across the blue line. Bodden keeps it moving in the right direction for the Polar Bears. Center. Beautiful setup into the slot. Good block by the Kraken. 5 minutes even left in the game. Murray. It's to LaRoche. Intended for Boyle. White has it. Delayed offside. Makes it perfectly fine. Again, like that rule. Keeps things moving. Warfield. Out. With her line. Demonsky. Hodson. Boyle, by the way, and Kraken take that back. Sorry, got distracted for a second. 4:06.54 remain in the game. Remember, it's running time now with a 6-goal differential. Demonsky. Back to Hodson. Hodson again. Pass is blocked. Extracurricular there, that's fine. Demonsky behind the goal line, looking for pass. There we go. Keeps it moving, well done. Pazarek. Hodson toward Wallfield, wanted to tip in. Out comes Penny, beginnings of presumably this set's final exchange. Kazarek manages to wrest control. Send that forward to Boyle. Boyle was looking for Penny. We'll get it to Rydell at the high center. Gross. Gross has another opportunity. First a save, then a block. Gross generating opportunities, but can't buy a goal. Love the effort, though. Boyle, intended for Gross, taken away at the last second. Rydell. Forward to Gross. Peterson now out, along with White. Rydell senses the opportunity, gets it to Penny. Penny from the circle. Save on the keeper, 2:03. Maurice and Hodson out as the blue liners. Peterson line intact. Murray. Back to Maurice. Gross forward. Peterson will chase it. Avoids the pressure. Pass to Hodson. That one wanted to go in. Peterson has it. Peterson moved off the puck ever so slightly. Back to Hodson. Hodson intended for a hard pass to Penny. Somebody caught it before then. Peterson has it. Dodges, weaves. Sends it back to Penny. Penny intended that to hit. Goes, there's loose, and it goes in! Second goal for Peterson! Makes that 7 for the Polar Bears. Clock continues to count, 50 seconds. This is why you pass the puck around, people. It makes the things happen. Good team effort made that goal possible. LaRoche. 14 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2. And that's the ball game. Polar Bears pitch a second shutout. One for Smolin. One for Blair. Peterson having her second multi-goal game. Good distribution all around of the puck scoring across the team. What we're seeing this early in a very young season from this Polar Bears team. See you tomorrow morning. Join us at 8 o'clock. We won't be here in Marlborough. We'll be elsewhere. And then we'll be back here at 11 o'clock the next morning. So 2 very quick back-to-back games for the Polar Bears. And then we'll see what makes of the standings. In the meantime, catch you tomorrow.
Can I have my phone back now?